Well, it's top of the morning. You know what I'm saying? You know I'm prayed up. You know that's the only way up. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's a good morning. And in this morning, this week, we're gonna talk about, like having more good days. You hear me? Yeah, because it's like this here. Sometimes it get rough out here, and then you know what I'm saying. You know them licks they come back to back. You hear me? You know sometimes when it rains it pours. You hear me? But sometimes we be putting ourselves in situations too, and sometimes it's just that type of season. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody can tell God what to do. You heard me? You know, God do what he want to do, how he want to do it. And he say, like, my ways ain't your ways. You heard me? And my thoughts not your thoughts, like the heaven higher than the earth. That's how far my ways is from your ways. But, sometimes people put themselves in situations according to how they living. And things are going to go to according to the way you're living. You hear me? That's how that go. That's why I move like that. According to how you move, I'm going to move after that. You see where I'm at? So, but I'm going to come from a verse. Because I kept reading this verse over and over. And it's in Psalms 34. And I want you to listen to me. And I want you to listen to me good. Like, it's in Psalm verse 34. Verse 12 through 16. This is what he say. Look, just check it out. What man is he that desire life and love many days that he may see good? Keep thy tongue from evil and thy lips from speaking guile, meaning deceitful. You know what I'm saying? Keep your tongue from being evil and quit trying to be like deceitful. You hear me? Depart from evil and do good. Seek peace and pursue it. The eyes of the Lord are upon the righteous, and his ears are open unto their cry. The face of the Lord is against them that do evil, to cut off the remembrance of them from the earth. Now check him out. He said, what man is he that desire life and loving many days that he may see good? He telling you, man. He said, keep your tongue from evil and your lip from speaking. God, quit being deceitful out here. You heard me? Quit being evil out here. You heard me? So you could, you know what I'm saying? He telling you in the word, like, this how you gonna see good days, you heard me? And then he come right back and he say, depart from evil and do good. Seek peace and pursue it. I keep telling you, peace powerful, bro, you heard me? Peace powerful, you heard me? But, I can't make you want that, you heard me? I'm telling you, man, peace, that's the new rich, you heard me? That's the new rich, you heard me? Like, and I ain't lying, bro, you heard me? Like, anything that's gonna disrupt my peace, you can't even come around me. Like, you heard me? Like, I don't want you in my cipher. You heard me? Yeah, you want to try to, don't even come around me. We on two different types of time. See, I know who I am. You don't know who you is yet. You heard me? And what I'm getting at is this, you heard me? You know you'll reap what you sow. Whatever you put in the universe, you know that's coming back. You heard me? So, things are going to go to according to the way you living. You heard me? You know what I'm saying? Like, you do good coming back. Not saying trials and tribulations won't come, because trials and tribulations have to come to strengthen you. You heard me? But you can make your life harder by the way you live and what you put out there. You see what I'm saying? Being evil and deceitful, guess what? You know how that go. You heard me? Yeah, you ain't going to have too many good days. You're going to have a lot of rough days than you have good days. You heard me? So you won't be mindful of that, you hear me? But that's why things be going how they going. And by me been down, like been around people and stuff, you hear me? I see what be going on, you hear me? A lot of people, like, it's stuff they done went through that turned them into people that they never thought they'd probably be in their life. Their hearts, they got hardened, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of hurting people, and people don't even know how to sit back and just heal up. They don't know how to let their spouse do whatever they want to do. You get back in your 2-3 zone, you heal up, you hear me? No matter how it's looking, you hear me? And there's a lot more going on than that. There's a lot of financial problems, a lot of mental health issues too, you hear me? But all this could be addressed if everybody just come back to God. You got to build your solid relationship with God, you hear me? You got to get back in your prayer closet. You got to get prayed up. You know what I'm saying? You gotta stay praying. This is something that gotta go on, you heard me? If you don't stay prayed up out here, the times that we living in now, guess what? Guess what? You gonna go crazy just like the rest of them. Lost. That's why I don't even call them fake no more. They just lost, you hear me? Because when you ain't prayed up, you weak. So them thoughts that's coming in your mind, that's from the devil. You think that's you. He giving you these suggestions because he already, he planned on you. He know your heart bitter. He know you hurt. So he come with bitter thoughts. You bitter on that. Then you got too much free time on your hand. When you got that too much free time on your hand, you know the devil got something for you to do. Ain't no godly person, ain't nobody got God in their life, got all that free time on their hand. Ain't nowhere in the world, you hear me? Because all you gonna have to do is go scheme, mess something up with somebody else going on. You're on Facebook all day, you're in competition with somebody. You out there bad anyway. You out there bad, you hear me? I'm talking about for real, like it's time to wake up, man. It's time to wake up, man. Like all that, bro, I'm telling you, that ain't gonna get you nowhere. You digging yourself a hole. All that scheming, plotting, doing dirt, thinking you getting away with this and that. And I keep stressing the fact, the same demon got you laughing, gonna have you crying. You heard me? So it's time to wake up this morning. Listen, bruh, and start to like really see how you been moving out here. You heard me? Like I need to know this. Like, well, you been one of the people that's been like being evil and deceitful. It's time to catch yourself. You heard me? Because you really doing everything to yourself. You heard me? And they got some people really don't believe in karma, but God got to show you what it is. Everything you do gonna backfire on you when you doing dirt like that. You heard me? Know what I'm saying? And I know when you toe up from the floor up and you just going with your move and you hurting and all that, man. Catch yourself, man. Catch yourself, man, before yourself be in a deeper hole. You know what I'm saying? Stop letting the devil max you out like that while you think that's you. That's the devil playing on you. He just giving you suggestions. You ain't got to do that. Holler at the master so you can master your mind. You heard me? Talk to God first. You heard me? God said the plans I got for you are good. To prosper you. You heard me? Give you a hope in the future. You heard me? The devil don't want you with a future. He come to steal, kill, and destroy. So this morning, man, my best advice to you, you hear me? My advice to you from a child of God, man, get with God, man. Get with God and ask him. Say, tell him to come in your heart and cleanse you, you heard me? Tell him you tired of the devil misusing you, you heard me? And you ready for him to use you. You heard me? Real talk. You heard me? Because according to how you living, that's according to how it's going to go down. Amen? Stay up. Stay focused. Have a blessed day, man. I love all y'all.